And no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Nix. He's got this one complete to Schofield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Raiders defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Fights through and now a crease. And finally he's taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Nix. Flush to his right. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He's got it at the 15. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
A big gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Mike 44.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they get him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10.
46-yard line.
first and 10. It's Dobbins. Stays on his feet. He's got it to the 43 here. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. From the 43, here's second down and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing Nix. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to 30 there. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. The Broncos at 5-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Nix to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
To throw. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll look to throw again. He's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jared Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Nix. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Well, the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Tap the 60, tap the 60. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Ball incomplete to Trey Tucker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show that
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Hold it ready.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here.
A quick throw there. It is incomplete.
their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
70 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. A run straight ahead with Ginty.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
60 Bobcats, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
But he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go.
And now the rookie's free.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
first down. He'll drop to throw.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. A beautiful fake.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long. But he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. He completes this to Sutton.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Working out of the gun is Nix.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On first down, it's Genty.
Oh, he's got some breathing. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll let this go deep for Sherfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That's good for Broncos.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Here's Nix once more.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
7-yard gain. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
They'll roll him out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10. Nix to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to the air with Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They're going. It's Nix. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. Oh, good move. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First down, Raiders.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
Partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Dobbins again on second down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, this was a very close ball game.